which means that it would have put, I don't know how many small businesses out, because the THCA and all that stuff is a big part of a lot of smoke shops' sales for the day, right? So it would have put a lot of the small a lot of the small businesses out. It would have put a lot of people out of work, just so the bigger people like Truly and Grow Healthy, etc., could have more profits and basically a monopoly on the entire industry. Which is why I think regulation is necessary, because even when we want it for a good thing, we end up having people trying to take advantage of that and monopolize it, and then not let anybody else put their feet inside of them.
Well, let me just say thank you, XG. I stopped smoking pot. I do the edible here and there, but I do support the slogan, "A friend with weed is a friend indeed." So it's popcorn style. I don't think anybody should be in prison for smoking weed or selling weed. I think marijuana should be decriminalized, and I think more people probably need to hit the blunt or two, so they could be a little bit more chilled out and less triggered. You know, I fully support. If I was running for presidency, I pot for everyone. If you're down, fuck it. Chill out, to be honest. So anyways, popcorn style. I can only stay until about 12, because then I got 12 my time, so that's about 20 minutes. My fellow mods will decide if they want to keep the room open longer than that, because I have to prepare to host my own room with popcorn style. And here comes my homie, Mr. Rolo, to the stage, but the mic is for anyone.
Yeah, I'll hop on real quick. I was away for a little bit, but just been reading the comments. You know, someone said illegal drugs have been I can't remember what they said, the downfall or have ruined this country. I think a lot of legal drugs have ruined this country. I just look at all the addictions that's happened because of legal drugs. Look at some manic episodes people have had, such as a lot of active shooters because of legal drugs. I mean, a lot of psychiatric medications, from anxiety medications, SSRIs, and labels, the side effects of silence, thoughts, and actions. And if you actually study something like acids, and study different active shooters of them, and recently started certain medications. Las Vegas, the guy that shot a shitload of people, and it was the one thing that he had going for him that could have changed his personality, because I did talk to the FBI agent who was running that show. He recently started anti-anxiety medication. So, yeah, it's not just illegal drugs. And one drug that I would like to comment, that a couple drugs that really saved my life, because I deal with some pretty bad PTSD, with psychedelics, but not just taking psychedelics for fun, using it in a therapy modality. Those are substances that have saved many lives and have done it for many, many years. Even the founder of AA, Bill W., he had an LSD experience, and that was his spiritual experience that he heavily talked about. Back in the day, in the 50s and 40s, they were using LSD with great success, and MDMA in therapy sessions, and those drugs were just demonized. Veterans right now have to go out of the country to get access to psychedelic assisted therapy, whether it's ayahuasca, ibogaine down in Mexico or Canada. And so, yeah, the whole drug thing is fucked up, and yeah, that's all I'll say for that one right now.
Thank you, David.
Just really good answers.
Go ahead, yeah.
Jennifer, when you say my biggest concern with the cannabis industry is the chemicals that are not being used, also it becomes a very wasteful industry, both batteries and disposables, legal flower edibles. The chemicals part I will agree with, that is kind of concerning for sure. But when it comes with the waste of battery disposables, I'll say the only reason that you get a lot of waste from the battery disposables is because a lot of the reason people go to batteries and disposables for the most part is because they want A, convenience of being able to have it wherever they go, whenever they do, and B, because it doesn't leave as crazy of a smell as lighting up a regular joint, right? So it's looked at as more socially acceptable because people will probably just look at you and think you're hitting a regular vape, right? They don't know the difference and they don't smoke themselves. But for the most part, I think the more the social stigma of weed drops off, the less of batteries in cars that you're going to see. Because when I went to New York, for example, it's way more socially accepted out there. It smelled like weed everywhere I went over there, at least in the areas where I was at. So it was chill. Nobody really needed a car or anything because you could just walk around and have one in your mouth and you'd be fine, right? But in Florida, where I'm at, I don't really see that as much. At least the areas that I'm at here, I don't see that as much. So for the most part, I think it's mostly the social stigma that really pushes people to get something that's really not smelling, something that doesn't give away that it's weed, etc., something discreet and all that type of stuff. Because I know a lot of people that get one for work that don't have on the side for them. So at least I think that's more of the reason why it feels more wasteful, because you have some societal implications that'll tend to make something that'll be wasteful like that.
Thank you, XG. The mic is open, guys. If you whatever you want to address the Trump Epstein list, who's on the list, why it matters, pot, cocaine, pro-drugs, anti-drugs. Mic, popcorn style. Otherwise, but no final thoughts. I'm gonna start closing it down. Unless Sid the driver, if you're there, you can keep it open. You know what I'm saying? I have to go prepare for my entertainment conspiracy UFO politics room, okay? So that's at 2 p.m. Central. So pop in if that's how y'all get down. Anything goes. It's a little less regulated than it is here. But yeah, popcorn style, y'all got it. Somebody
my whole life, it's always been not legal. I always smoke regardless. I don't care if you like. I don't keep more than an ounce on me ever. That's not what it means, Trent. Stop. To reduce our international diplomacy to that is really offensive. As somebody who does international work, I think that's some fuck shit for real. Now, that America has imperial interests, I do not deny that. But to reduce all of our global activity to that, it's reductionist and it's really beneath you.
No, it's not.
We're going to have a serious conversation. I need you to be a serious person.
We can have a serious conversation. We can start about the guy in Cambodia. Like, I don't know.
Matrix is helping me because you disappointed me right now.
Service is nervous. You must be near the border.
Agent, you'll be the first one to complain about how we pull out of somewhere. See, this is the problem that I have with people like this. They will say they need to cut the military, and then they'll be the first ones to complain, well, we shouldn't have pulled out of Iraq that way, or we shouldn't have pulled out of Afghanistan that way. They'll be the first ones to complain, Dr. Agent.
Yeah, I just... Trent is being irrational right now.
No,
You're being irrational.
We should have never gone to Iraq. Not only should we have pulled out, we should have never been. We had no business going.
I know y'all don't want to hear from me, but if we can move on from Trent, that would be good.
You know we don't want to hear from you.
Community service to get off like being in
I
trouble.
already told you tomorrow.
But I'll get in the canoe and go pick up trash on the river.
Yeah, like, I don't
For like 6 hours.
want it, but
Yeah, 6
something.
hours.
Yeah,
I'll get like 3 trash
What the
bags.
hell?
The only conflict I agree with right now is to support and
So I'm gonna do what I already do.
A lot of others
And
support
I get out of trouble.
especially Iraq.
So let me ask you this. So we're going to move slightly off of the military and into the international waters a little bit, right? So do you agree with the cuts to USAID? Even though I'm going to just say I got a lot of issues with USAID, particularly with their work in Haiti, but I'm going to put that on the side for this conversation. Do you agree with the cuts to USAID?
No.
Shut the doors when you
Okay.
go out.
So you like our international engagement,
That's what you want
you
to do.
just don't like it when it's the military?
Yes, I don't like it when we're killing hundreds of
Anybody old
thousands
enough
of
to
innocent
remember the
people.
real world on
That's
HTV, I won't say his name, he's an iconic cast member from Real World. I had met him up in
The virgin guy that's still a virgin.
Well, he's definitely not a virgin, but I'm not going to say who it is. He is from the Oakland, Berkeley area, and he taught me the art of smuggling. Just enough to chill out back at home. From LA on the plane to Chicago. Now this was pre 9/11, when you could smuggle some things, and they weren't all up your coochie and your ass crack to see if you got a bomb, made out of a Coke can. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But yeah, those days are over.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you something that I can get away with now because it's past the statute of limitations. But I went back in 2008. I was coming from Amsterdam, and I was in the army. I was coming straight from Iraq, military transport, blah blah blah. But we stopped in Amsterdam for like 13 hours. I'm like, you fucked up. So I ended up, finding some good, smoking some good. Got me some. It was called Yum Bubble Gum, and I got me a quarter of that shit. And I got me a shampoo bottle of Pert Plus, and I dipped a little bit out of it, and I got a Ziploc bag and put that thing up in that thing, and I fucking snapped that thing, and I put it in my motherfucking rucksack, and I dared a motherfucker to open my rucksack.
Hey, moderators, this is Congressman. I'd like to talk about Tulsi Gabbard, DNI, and what some of the former speakers were bullshitting about.
Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I don't know who said that. Oh, Congressman?
That was John.
That was me.
John's over here talking about Tulsi Gabbard, the former Democrat that's now a Republican. She's the girl that she looks like Rogue from X-Men. She has that white stripe of hair on her face. Like her whole head's like black, but she got that one piece of white like swoopy thing on the side.
Alan said he read through like 140 pages of it, and some of the other former speakers immediately says, that's just deflection. That's deflection. The issue is Epstein, not Obama. You have some of the biggest cucks in the world.
Why did you sound like Gilbert Godfrey when you said that?
Hey, so Doc, I'm gonna tell you real quick. Yeah, Doc, don't interrupt, man. Let him finish. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if you're capping or coping for Obama, it's pathetic. Obama is a former CIA agent. You can go on his Wikipedia page. He worked for an international business corporation. He's a snake and a liar. And if you believe anything that ever came out of his fucking mouth, you're a dummy. The guy's nothing but a fucking stage actor, and he's a fucking confirmed freak. Anyways, my point is, it's so easy to just tear down somebody who read 150 pages of a DNI release, and just dismiss it and say that's deflection. The issue isn't Obama, it's Epstein. Trump is a pedophile. These people who say that shit, they're insane and stupid and low IQ and hyper political and polarized. There's absolutely no evidence to suggest that Trump is a predator in the same way that Epstein or Diddy are. Trump has a successful family, children that love him, people that respect him. And so all these Democrats who love to come on here and say, nah, I'm not just a Democrat or Republican, it's a uniparty. The point is, pick your side and stick to it. But if you come on this app and you shut people down from expressing themselves by censoring and controlling and kicking and shutting up and interrupting, it's just an echo chamber. And it is nothing but a huge waste of time. And if you're on here, I mean, this is projection, you might be pathetic. I am complete.
The more I talk, the further away from the truth I get, and I'm definitely totally pathetic.
It's interesting that you call, and I'm not usually one to offend or defend Obama, but calling him a freak, I mean, things that came out of Trump's own mouth. And I'm not talking about speculation or what we think, just stuff that he has actually said. He was definitely into some freaky shit.
I don't think Trump was up in Gurney getting his dick sucked, smoking meth with homosexuals. Pretty sure that's the type of freak I'm talking about. Not somebody who makes jokes all the time about pretty girls.
Okay, please provide the facts that happened with Obama. Just some facts.
Okay, let me get you the Tucker Carlson interview with the freaky deek that Obama was getting his dick sucked from up in Gurney, Illinois. I'm gonna post it for you so you can watch it and enjoy and laugh at your former freak commander in chief, CIA agent, bullshit artist. Never went to Columbia, barely graduated Harvard Law. He's a fucking CIA agent. Let me get you that link too.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Just because someone reported doesn't mean it's a fact. I can say the same thing about a lot of the reports about Trump. So, I mean, there was a child victim that said Trump sexually molested her on Epstein Island. Was that true? No.
No.
That's the same thing. You're going by one person's interview that something is not a credible source.
No, I would love to see you put a link to that fucking YouTube video. Like, I know that ain't true because that motherfucker was up right now. Like that, what kind of like defamation, liability, slander bullshit would be going on? Like the fact that you say it, you think that you mean it, that scares me.
Obama is just a low-grade piece of shit CIA holdover. He's basically a Bush agent. I mean, he carried out. Do you know how much he escalated the war when he got into office? The guy promised hope and change. People voted for him because they wanted to de-escalate the war and withdrawal. They didn't want to do an expanded war, and he just lied. He went to fucking asshole lying piece of shit scumlord that he is. He went to Grant Park in Chicago and kept saying, hope and change, everybody. Hope and change. What a fucking liar. The guy's worth $300 million now. He sold us out. He's a total fucking actor, a theater stage performer, and a CIA agent. That's all he is. He has no legacy. He's a liar. And Trump should kick his door in and arrest him.
When you're a congressman in your state,
Dude, Doc, I warned you. You gotta kind of stop cutting people off. Go ahead, Congressman, finish what you're saying, bro. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, he can interrupt all he wants. The guy's a Purple Heart recipient. I'm just saying that the point is, Trump should arrest Comey. He should arrest Obama, and he should lawfare their asses until they go bankrupt. That $300 million fortune that Obama's sitting on, let's leave him with $10 million after we bankrupt him for charging him for sedition and treason. The guy is a fucking CIA stooge, a part of the deep state. I wouldn't be surprised if he helped organize Trump's assassination or even knew about it. The fact that there have been no arrests, even at the Secret Service level, all those failures, you can't just fire these federal agents and let them get away with it. Trump is spending a lot of time on international relations. He should be purging the interior of this country from all the treasonous traitors that fucking try to blow his head off.
So why do you think? Oh, go ahead, David.
So the one fact he did bring up is Obama lying, and he furthered the war. That's a fact. He actually did that, and I 100% agree. And that's something I will heavily criticize him on. That was complete bullshit because he did lie, and he did further that bullshit war 100%. So that is the other shit you're saying, man. It's decent.
David, yeah, you're in the Matrix.
Yeah, David. David, you're in the Matrix. You're in the Matrix. You were in the Matrix, sir.
So that cell phone service is bad where I'm currently like that. Not all the
Yeah, it's still pretty bad.
And I have to let you know how remarkably close to Marshall's voice you sound, bro. I thought you were Marshall at first. And it is funny, Marshall popped in when you were talking. You sound just like Marshall, bro. What's up, Marshall?
Hey, Sig, fellow mods, I'm gonna take off. So you guys, you know, I guess you know what to do. If you want to shut it down, or if you want me to shut it down, or you're just gonna hold it down.
Yeah, I'll see a Ro. I mean, this is Ro's administrator, so I'll see if he wants to keep it going. I'll shut it down with Ro. If you want to keep it going, brother, you're more than welcome to. I'll stick around with you.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too, Nye. Take care.
Hey, Nye. Cheers. Have a great day. Sig, I'm happy for you guys to be able to take the wheel for a bit longer. I will be taking a shift out, so I'll leave you guys to it.
Okay, I got to take off here in a little bit, so I won't be able to manage the room at this time left. So, yeah, I was going to shut it down for a reason.
Okay, so I think that's probably going to be the easiest thing then. Guys, we're going to shut down the room.
Can I point out one more thing? I mean, the opposite of the title is always the truth, and this is another perfect example of clickbait.
Yeah, okay. And Congressman, good luck to you.
Good luck to you as well. Thank you, Ro.
All right, we'll be shutting down the room. And welcome to Healthy Debates. We'll be doing another room later on. Have a great day, everybody.
Take care. Have a great day.
Burned up good on that one. Oh, man.
Or her, I haven't said nothing to her.
There's like a little tray above the charcoal where they put these little motherfuckers in. And that's what the fuck they were smoking. I said, well, I will never flavor tobacco, the shisha.
Charcoal briquette.
That's what I'm saying. They do this, but he isn't saying shisha. He's saying hookah blunt. He's saying
Because he's been hanging around too many Dominicans.
What does that do to your lungs, though?
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm dead ass.
That's what I'm saying. No, let's look. So what it is, right? You know, shisha. Shisha is the flavored tobacco, right?
It's not.
What it is
Yes, you can have all the history you want,
right?
but it's not going to persuade people who have a philosophical and ideological belief. Is what I'm saying to you. And so, Trent, if you get off your mic one more time, stop.
I got shit to do.
Go do it. Go do it. And hopefully one of them is shit because you're full of it and you need to release it. Okay, so
But this is
hold
important.
on, Truth, stop. So when you get bogged down into these ideological arguments, if you want to make the argument, that's great, but you're not going to convince anybody. So it's you.